So you want to travel to Malaysia or you want to retire in Malaysia. But there's this one thing that everybody keeps talking about. Safety. We have all seen the news, the car break-in, the snatch theft, the scams, the fraud, the pickpocket, videos of police officers harassing tourists and Singaporeans. We all have heard the same story about our uncle, friend, neighbor, house got robbed while he's not at home. And in the comment section of all of my videos, you guys keep saying safety, safety. Is it safe over there? Is it safe to retire there? Is it safe to travel there? So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 useful tips that you can apply and precautions that you can take to help you stay safer and enjoy this beautiful country, Malaysia. So tip number 1, do not carry bulky cash. Time and time again, I've seen people changing $2,000, $3,000 at the money exchange, and everybody just, either tie it up with a rubber band or put it in an envelope. And also, I've seen people buying a 10 ringgit nasi lemak and then they take out the big envelope, they take out like 100 or 200 ringgit note and then they just count openly. Don't do that. Carrying large amount of cash can attract unwanted attention. And this is an advice not from me, but from my wife. My wife is Malaysian and she literally told me this. Sometimes when I go to the ATM also, I forget. I'll just count openly to make sure that the amount is correct. And she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? People are watching. So yeah, even a Malaysian would recommend me to not do that in public. And some of you might think using a bank card that's connected to your main bank account is a safer option. Just tap here and tap there. With the rise of cybercrime in Malaysia and how easy right now to cut skimming with today's technology. Personally, for me, I take extra precaution. For all of my overseas spending, not only in Malaysia, we are talking about Indonesia, Thailand, wherever I go overseas, I'm using REVOLUT. Check out my metal gold custom card. Wow. It's really metal, guys. And the best part about it is you can actually customize it. Well, technically, I didn't customize it. I told my wife I'm going to get this card and she was like, gimme, I'm going to customize it for you. And this is what she wrote on top of it. My wife approves of this transaction. And one more thing about REVOLUT which I love is their disposable card feature. Perfect for those single-use online transactions. This ensures that my card details are not stolen and sold somewhere else. Personally, happened to me twice. What happened was I realized what is this transaction? $17, and they're gonna do it like a very small amount. Just a little bit. You won't realize it. Maybe they do $17 on a Monday, another $17 on a Wednesday, and then another $17 on a Friday. And this actually happened for months. And when I total it up, I actually lost around $1,500. So that's why when traveling to Malaysia or overseas, use REVOLUT. And when you're doing online transaction, use the disposable card. With REVOLUT, you can spend in over 150 countries with good exchange rates. And let's say you need cash, you can actually just go to any ATM and withdraw. Fee-free. This is very useful. Sometimes the nasi lemak auntie don't have QR, don't have PayWave, only accept cash. And inside the app, they have this feature that helps you find the nearest ATM. Check it out. Use the link below or scan this QR to get $30 cashback. Tip number 2. Be aware of petty thefts or snatch theft. Especially in those areas like KLCC, Bukit Bintang, Pasar Karat, or those Pasar Malams. Areas where there's a lot of people and it's almost body to body. That's where they attack. So what can you do to protect yourself? Number 1, get a body bag. Okay, it's like a sling bag, but put it in front. Put your wallet, everything put in front. Do not put at your back pocket. Do not put your wallet at your back pocket. Do not put your phones at your back pocket. Some of you think that, I put at my front pocket is safer. No. Put inside the bag in front of you where you can see and make sure that you zip it. Also, be careful of those snatch theft on motorcycle. They will target you from far, especially ladies like to carry handbag one side, walk at the side of the road. They from behind, take the bag. Bye-bye. You're not going to see your bag anymore. You can go to the police, but so if you want to use a handbag, use the one with a sling, put it in front of you. Don't walk at the side of the road. If you have a boyfriend, husband, ask your husband or boyfriend walk on the outer side, you walk inside. Also recently, there's a lot of car break-ins, especially at Pandan and KSL. These two are very hot area. So what you can do is, this is my car. As you can see, my tinted is very dark. Or let's say you're in Singapore, you cannot tint, right? Try to cover those window covers, that sunshade, so that people cannot see inside. Also cover whatever luggages you have. If you have handphone, iPad, wallet, passport, do not put it openly. Hide it in a dashboard and also park in a well-lit area. If you go to hot places like KSL or Pandan, my recommendation, send your car to the car wash. It is safe. Especially KSL. I mean, like the parking there is like what, 4 to 6 ringgit. The car wash is 12 to 15 ringgit. So might also just send it to a car wash. Be safer. Tip number 3, and this one is actually quite common sense lah. Avoid those high danger area. You see a petrol station and then there's nobody there. Try not to go. You look at Google Map, they say if you cut through this dark alley, it's a shortcut. But nobody is there, it's not well lit. Don't go. Let's say you're driving down this very dark road, there's no cars around. Suddenly one car comes behind you and flash the lights at you, ask you to stop. Don't stop. Just keep on going. If it's really a police, just keep driving until you reach to a crowded area or the nearest petrol station or what. Sometimes in these places, they are actually waiting for you. Okay, they have a group, maybe 3 or 5 people waiting for the target. Doesn't matter if you're Singaporean or Malaysian, they will attack. So to be safe, don't go there. Go to those crowded areas, go to the places where it's well lit, and if you want to pump petrol or what, make sure there's 3 or 5 cars around. So at least if something happened, there are people there to help you. This brings me to tip number 4. Always stay calm and always prioritize your own safety. There are violent crimes happening here. It's very rare, but it does happen sometimes. For example, robbery with assault. So let's say you're caught in a situation at a knife point. You're in a corner, they have a knife and they demand something from you. Your wallet, your phone, whatever. Just give it to them, okay? For your own safety, just give it to them. Don't struggle, don't try to fight back. This is also why tip number 1 is important, okay? Tip number 1 was what? Do not carry bulky cash because they will follow you. They might not attack you immediately, but they can follow you for hours, stalk you until the correct time, then they will attack. So at least if they steal your card, you can just, off your card from your phone. And iPhone or what, you can just like deactivate it lah. After you give your phone, your wallet, whatever, and they ran away, then you scream for help. Do not scream for help in front of them, okay? Sometimes they will panic, then they will attack you. Scream for help, call the police, and allow the authorities to take over. Also, you might want to keep these numbers, which is the tourist police over here, and Singapore High Commission KL over here. Save it in your phone, write it on a piece of paper, put it inside your car or pocket or bag, whatever. So in case of emergencies, at least you know who to call. Also, if you're driving, be aware of road-related crimes. For example, expressway robberies. This I heard a few times. So what will happen is they will bang you from the back, or they will have 2 vehicles. One bang you, the other one will go in front of you to block you. When this happens, sometimes most people what they do is they get angry, they just open their car door and be like, "Hey bro, you bang me lah sia." When you get out from their car, they will also get out from their car with weapon and then you get robbed. So what to do in this kind of situations? Drive away or signal to them, go to somewhere safe. Or find the nearest police station and settle it over there. Be very careful guys, because they are very smart. You might see an old frail makcik coming out from the car. Then you're like, oh, it's a makcik, it's not a robbery. After that, from the bushes or from another car or from the same car, 5 big brother will come out. And then that's it, you kena rob. So to be very safe, go to crowded areas or the nearest police station to settle whatever you need to settle. If let's say they run away, then you know lah, it was a robbery. Let's say you want to talk to them, just wind down your window a bit and then just communicate with them. Say that you want to settle this at a well-lit area or the nearest police station. Most of the time they will be okay with it because it's not a robbery. They really just want to exchange insurance or whatnot. But if they really insist on settling there and there at that quiet area, very suspicious. Here is one more case of a fake police. Now they are pretending to be police. They put a police light on top of their car and ask you to stop at the side of the road. Once you stop, they open your door. If you didn't lock it, that's it. So be very careful guys. Even though they have blue lights, they could not be the police. You will definitely know if it's a police car. They will have I think right now they're using a Honda Civic. Police, very big at the side. You can tell if it's a police car. They have, I think their number plate also different. Tip number 5, beware of scams and fraud. In Malaysia, a lot. The most common scam in any country, taxi scam. They will either insist on a fixed price. For example, from point A to point B, they say 50 ringgit. Or sometimes their meter could be modified. So to be safe, for me personally, I just use Grab. Okay, it's so much more easier. You can get Grab Premium also, feel atas a bit. And let's say if something happened to you, at least the driver's data plate number is all in a system, so easier for you to make a police report also. Another scam you need to be careful of is fake police scam. I've heard that what happened is one person or two person will come to you, sometimes on a motorcycle, not an official police motorcycle, a random scooter, and then they will stop you, they flash a badge very fast, you can't even see anything, and they will just like find fault with you and ask you to pay cash. When that happen, don't pay. If they really insist on finding you, just tell them, okay, let's go to a police station. Sometimes they will insist, no, you must pay here, or they will insist like, you pay here is cheaper, don't buy that shit. Just go to the nearest police station. Most of the time, they'll be like, never mind, they let you go. Another common scam right now is online scam. Fake hotel bookings, Facebook, WhatsApp bookings. You didn't use Agoda, you saw on Facebook, this one, the hotel used to be 2,000 ringgit per night, but now got discount. Only 150 ringgit. What a steal. You go transfer. Congratulations, you just got scammed. Again, use trusted apps like Grab, Agoda, Trip.com. Use those apps and avoid buying tickets online. Example, theme park tickets or concert tickets you see on Facebook Marketplace or Telegram. They won't even put it at a cheaper price. They'll put it at a normal price, or sometimes they will put it at a higher price. Then you'll be like, oh, this one they put at a higher price because they want to make profit. Confirm it's not a scam. If they want a scam, they will put cheaper. No, not true. Okay, they know how to manipulate you. Don't do it. If you don't have the ticket for that concert, just don't buy it online lah. Just accept the fact that you're gonna miss that concert. My Chemical Romance, I want to go, but no ticket. I really want to go to My Chemical Romance concert, but the scalpers bought all of the tickets. If you are a scalper, I don't like you. I'm not going lah. Because I really scared of getting scammed online, guys. I will never buy concert ticket online because I've seen it happen too many times. Not only in Malaysia, in Singapore also, get scammed. Especially if the price is too good to be true, it's not true. Even if they tell you like, oh, you just transfer like 50 ringgit deposit, the rest I will meet you in front of the gate and pass you. They take the 50 ringgit and then they run away. That's it. You're not going to see your 50 ringgit ever again. So here are my final thoughts. Malaysia is generally safe. If you want to compare Malaysia's safety to Singapore, definitely it's less safer. But ask yourself, compared to Singapore, 97.5% of the countries in the world is more dangerous or not as safe as Singapore. I can only think of a few. Singapore, Greenland, that's it to me, which is safe. The rest is actually not safe. You think America is safe? You think America is safe, bro? I think Malaysia is so much more safer than America. So don't really worry lah. Just take precautions, follow these tips, be extra careful. You cannot behave the same way in Singapore, in Malaysia. You cannot put your phone on the table to chop a seat in Malaysia. When you come back, your phone is gone. And so is the seat. Someone will probably sit on it already. Personally, I've been staying in Malaysia for 4 to 5 years now. And I never had anything happen to me. Okay, I've never had my car being broken into. Yes, I know some of you guys gonna say, oh, you're driving a Malaysian car, that's why I never. No, they don't only target Singapore car, they also target Malaysian car. The reason why it has not been broken into is because I take a lot of safety precautions. I park my vehicle in a well-lit area or in a car wash, and I don't really, go to those sketchy places, especially KSL. I just really do not recommend anybody to go park your expensive car at KSL. And also, if you're planning to buy a house or planning to move to Malaysia, there are areas which is safe, okay? In JB, I can tell you, Forest City, very safe. Madini, very safe. Bukit Indah area, relatively safe. So if you're looking to buy or rent a property, always get a gated and guarded one that has a security guard 24/7, and anybody want to go in and out is either they need an access card or they need to register. On top of that, also add those floodlights, okay? Floodlights which is like motion detected. Also add security cameras. And if let's say you're going to leave that house for a while, maybe you might want to spend a little bit on the security system. For example, if someone tried to open a door, there'll be an alarm, something like that. And for my Malaysian viewers, I know you guys are not offended by anything I've said. It's because most of these tips I get is actually from my wife and my friends who are Malaysians. And they tell me, dude, you have to do this. You cannot behave like how you're behaving in Singapore. It's different. Even the Malaysians here, the locals here, know what to do. Please, please, please do not let this stop you from traveling to Malaysia or retiring in Malaysia. Generally, it is safe. Around last year or 2 years ago, I had a work trip to Brazil, okay? And I've never been to Brazil, so I Google or I search on YouTube, Brazil traveling tips. The first 10 videos is I got robbed, I got drunk and robbed, I got robbed, went to the police, and then I get robbed again. So if you think Malaysia is not safe, it's actually pretty safe. So just follow these tips and precautions and you'll be fine. Enjoy your trip to Malaysia.